An unboxing for you. I have the Lagom Mini by Option O. I'm excited for this grinder. This is my first purchase from Option O, and I also have the travel case with it, so I'm excited for that as well. The reason why I was interested in getting one of these is simply just for the fact of hand grinding while traveling. Once you're used to electric grinding, it's just not near as fun, and especially considering I've been recently traveling with other people, which means hand grinding for other people is just not a fun process. So I did have the Turin SD40 that I did travel with, but it was a little too large for my liking. So I went with this Option O1 instead. So I do want to give a disclosure that I did receive this from Option O at a discount, but this is still going to be 100% my opinion on that, and I still have freedom to say what I want. Also, if you're looking forward to seeing more about this grinder, please like and subscribe. That really helps me produce more content out. So first off, I have this huge travel case with it, and I'm a little fearful because this is already way bigger than I expected it to be. But I purchased the Lagom Mini and this travel case, and I did not expect the travel case to be as big as it is. So that just takes up a good amount more in your luggage than I expected it to be. So right here on top, we have some nice packaging here. Also, if you're looking at purchasing the Lagom Mini, if you could use the link in the description, I do make some commission at no extra charge to you. That really helps me fund things like this. So I got a ton of different stickers here from Option O. A couple of these little stickers, which I think is a grind indicator size here. And then here's what it looks like inside the case. We have like a little flap here. And then we have another piece of foam. And I did hear that you could probably slide an Akaya scale in here. So I can actually do I could probably fit my entire pour over setup in here, including an immersion heater to heat up water. And here we have the Lagom Mini by Option O. This thing is tiny, hefty, and it feels super, super premium, as it should, because it's almost $500, and it's got this little funnel here on the inside. I've heard that there's a lot of stalling issues with these things, but hopefully this is corrected with this newer iteration of this grinder. So we'll see. We have this catch cup here, and it is incredibly powerful and magnetic, snapping straight into space. I'm curious to see if that's going to end up scratching things at all in the future. We have the power cable here, which kind of looks like a MacBook Pro charger, but with a different cable plugging straight into the wall, so most of the power comes from the brick itself rather than from a motor inside the grinder. That's how they compact it. This is like not much bigger than a normal hand grinder, which is unfortunate how big the case is as a result of that. So I honestly don't know how much I'm going to use this case, which is kind of unfortunate because it was $45 to get that little case in there. But honestly, it looks like you could just use the bag just as well. And we have a magnetic lid for it, which snaps into place pretty well if you get the magnets lined up. I didn't the first time, and it just kind of sat on there. But if you turn it a little bit, it's locked and ready to go. And this, I believe, is everything in this grinder. So yeah, the case is like super large in comparison to the grinder. It's a nice case, but considering this is what's in there, I feel like they could have done a better job of making this a little bit smaller. I think one of the reasons is they did put this catch cup in a whole different spot in there. So like it's going to stay in great condition in this case, but this case is absolutely massive. But one of the reasons why I bought this is for travel, but also I plan on making the best, not necessarily portable, but the best travel setup to do without electricity for espresso. So a really top-notch setup for espresso, without hand grinding, and without having electricity or an outlet available to you. And this was the missing piece that I had for that. So I'm excited to mess around with that a little bit more. But overall, this grinder feels top notch. I'm excited to see like how this compares. I've had a niche 0, so we'll see in the future on how well that compares. I did notice that there's not really like grind dial indicators on here, which is kind of strange. It's just kind of dots everywhere, so it's probably not the easiest to figure out whether you're at pour over or not, but that's where these stickers, I suppose, help in. I haven't read the manual, but I'm sure it'll be fine. This can do pour over and espresso. We'll figure it out. But overall, this feels incredibly premium and seems like a good buy. But I'm already going to tell you now that probably don't buy the case. We will kind of test it with some other things and find some other alternatives, because I would throw the charger in a bag just as is, because it's just a charger. Not a charger, you know what I mean, power cable, but it's not huge. And I would try to find something that just holds this well. You can see how strong that magnetic cup is. It's not going anywhere. But if I can just find a little piece, put like a little microfiber cloth in between that, I should be good to go, and it'll be exciting. But yeah, if you want to see more on this, please like and subscribe, and thanks so much for watching me.